Hey y'all, it's Ashley. I know I haven't recorded in a couple of days or probably even a week or more. I've been having webcam issues. Every time I go to log on to record, my computer's working fine, but it's like I can't, something's been up with my camera. I don't know. So, okay, this video is going to be highlight on a couple of things. First off, I'm going to just kind of let you know what's been going on with me. I'm not going to record again probably for a couple of weeks. So it's going to be my last video for a while. And then I'm going to get to what I've been trying to record for the last week. Okay, so, my husband has been really crazy busy training. So he's been out in the field and he's just been gone a lot. So me and my daughter have been trying to stay busy. I took her to the beach the other day and she loved it. It was the first time we've actually taken her down and letting her play, And so, oh, sorry. But she loved it and she loved the water. She wasn't afraid. And we would just sit, where the tide was coming in, and she just loved it. We stayed down about an hour and a half, just me and her, and we had a really good time. And she, played her little heart out and crashed when we got home and slept. Took like a 4-hour nap. We had gotten a puppy a couple of weeks ago from a friend of ours. I don't know if I had mentioned that. The puppy started off doing okay. It was a terrier mix, and her name was Honey, and she weighed 4 pounds. And she came with all these little clothes and stuff, and she started off okay, and in the past couple of days she started getting real snippy with my daughter for no reason. And she'd always been so good with her, and she actually bit her on the hand on Saturday, I think. And so we ended up giving her back to the people that we got her from. It just didn't work out. But at least she went back to her original owners, and we gave it a good run. She was here for over 3 weeks, so oh well. Also, I've been so crazy busy because we're getting ready to go on a trip. We're going to Tennessee to see our family, and we haven't been home since January, and we're really excited. My husband, has been working crazy hours, crazy schedule, and he needs some time, away, and time to have some downtime and relax and get a little vacation. Our family's so ready to see our daughter because they haven't seen her in 6 months, so we're more than ready. We're excited to go, so we've been trying to get everything ready for that, and just packing. And I have to say, I love having a daughter. I love having a girl, but she is a pain to pack for because she's just at that age. She's 16 months, and she gets dirty, and you just have to pack so much because you always have to have an extra set of clothes whenever you go and do something. And I don't know what to pack for her because I don't know what, I know some things we're going to be doing, but from day to day while we're there, I don't know what we're going to be doing. So, I know I overpack for her every time we go home, but I like having options as to what to dress her in. I don't want to just take a handful of outfits for her and then be stuck, if there was something I really wanted to put her in and didn't have it with me, But I am trying to not go overboard because we always come back with more. And me and my husband, we don't have an SUV. We have a family, size car, but we don't have a whole lot of space once we get us and everything in the car, So I'm trying not to go overboard. And me and my husband are actually sharing a suitcase, and this is the first time we've ever done this because I always need my own suitcase. And so I'm just having to be real strategic, and I'm actually rolling stuff instead of folding it, and it gives us more room. So, but I should be done by tomorrow, mainly with our packing. But I'm excited, so that's one of the reasons I'm not going to be recording, because we're just going to be real busy. So yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on with us. Now, I'm going to get to the part of this video that I have been trying to record for the last week, okay? I told you this video is going to kind of be all over the place and about several different things. Okay, so this part is going to be short hair versus long hair. So if you're not interested in this part, just go ahead and exit out. but I wanted to do this video because I see a lot of these videos, and I myself have had all different lengths of hair, all different colors of hair. And for people that are, thinking of cutting their hair off, if their hair is long, if they're thinking of cutting it real short, or if they're thinking of growing it back out, whatever, this is just my take on the pros and the cons of both. Okay, so when I was young, a small, little girl, my hair was real long. It was almost to my butt, and my mom always kept it topsy-tailed and braided and stuff like that in school, so it wouldn't get messed with, so I wouldn't get lice and all this. Well, I kept it long for quite a while, and then when I got to be around 12 or so, I wanted to cut it. So I cut a couple of inches off of it, and right around that age, I started getting to where I wanted to highlight it. And and of course, I didn't go about it the right way. I used those at-home highlighting kits, and it, really started to take a toll on my hair. Like, I would highlight it, and then I wanted to dye it red, and then I wanted it to all be dark again. It was just really all over the place. So it really started to do a number on my hair. And eventually, by the time I got about 13 or by the time I got about 14 or 15, my hair was just pretty much fried like straw. I'd had a couple of really bad perms, and I was addicted to changing it all the time. So luckily, I befriended a woman that I went to church with. She owned her own salon. She'd been doing hair for like 20 years. And she, for a long time, had been sitting behind me in church looking at my hair, wishing that I would, let her do something with it because it was just so bad. And I went in to see her one time when I had a real bad hair dyeing experience. I used one of those Color Expert hair dyeing kits, and it had the metallic dye in it, and it literally clumped my hair. I couldn't even get a comb through it. It was so bad. So I went to her, and she told me she was just basically like, Ashley, the only way we can fix this is to just cut it off short and start fresh. So, we cut it short, okay, like really short. And I didn't want to have to cut it that short, but I really didn't have a choice at the time. So I cut it, and just got some real subtle highlights in it, and then just proceeded to just let it do its thing and grow out. And I got it to where it was about right here, and it would flip out, and I had like a really blonde streak right in the front, and I had some red highlights in there, and it was really cute. And so I just continued to let it grow, and because I wanted our senior prom was in 2005, so I wanted to get it long enough to where I could put it up, for prom. So I did, and I got it all back brown, and I grew it out so I could put it up, and do an updo for prom, and kept it long for quite a while. Would get occasional highlights, nothing crazy though. And then, let me see, I had it long for like years, okay, and it was at least, to here or so. And didn't go real crazy with it. And then when I started in beauty school, I didn't cut it, but I would put red and blonde highlights in it, do real chunky, to switch it up in the summertime and stuff. And then in 2008, while my husband was deployed, I decided to cut it, and I got it cut about the length it is now. Sorry. And so it was about the length it is now, and it was all one color. It was brown. I let it grow back out, and it got really, really long. Long. It was like down to here, and I had it long the whole time I was pregnant with my daughter, which you can look back at those videos from like 2010 and my pregnancy vlogs and stuff like that. It was real long. And I had it long even after I had my daughter. Well, then when my daughter got about 3 months old, I decided that I needed a change, which a lot of moms do, and I wanted to cut it. I had just been so long, I was getting really bad knots and tangles at the back of my neck, and I was wearing it up all the time because I didn't have time to blow dry it and fix it because I had a new baby. So I was like, okay, so I cut it off. I cut probably about 3 inches off of it the first time. And then I had a friend who was in beauty school, and about a month or so after this, I cut it again. And I cut it pretty short. I cut it to about the length it is now. And then I let my friend cut it even shorter. And she cut it into, I mean, it was like, you can look back in the videos, and it was a asymmetrical bob, and it was black. I did not intentionally dye it black. I had done dark brown, and for some reason it grabbed black. And so she cut it, and this was in December. So from December until now, this is where I'm at. I am currently growing my hair back out. I am in a in-between phase, which you've probably seen me messing with this side of my hair quite a bit, and it's because my layers are growing out. And I had a trim in April, and I haven't cut it since then. So I've been trying to grow it out since February or March. And I mean, it was really short. I mean, really short. And I had extremely short layers, which I do have some, you know, I mean, they've gotten quite a bit of length on them compared to what they were. But, and I'm doing away with the dark. Now underneath, my hair is still pretty dark, but I mean, it was black before. I mean, you can look back at my videos. And I have been lightening it up for summer. And I actually just got my highlights redone on Thursday. My friend Meg, who's in beauty school, did them for me because I had new growth and I wanted to get them done before we went out of town. So she did them for me. I do want to add more blonde. I want to get more blonde up under here and more blonde in the back, because right now most of my highlights, they started out as a partial highlight, so they're just mainly right in the front and on the top. So I'm adding more, but because my hair was so damaged, or not really damaged, but because it was so dark, we had to do it really slow in processes, because it actually didn't start off this blonde. It started off like a caramel color, and you can still see some of the caramel. Hang on just a second. Let me put on something for my daughter. Sorry, she's gonna fuss if I don't put her on something. Okay, sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, so we just had to start it off really slow, because my hair was just so dark. And so this is at the point I'm at right now. I want to add a lot more up underneath, like I said. I like them. I just want more of them, more throughout, instead of just right on the top. But like I said, I am currently growing my hair out. And it's a process, you know. And the hardest part of the process is to not give in and cut it, you know, because when you're growing it out, you go through them really bad grow out phases, you know, where you're growing your layers out and you're trying to get the length back, and you know, you just have to suffer through it and just let it grow, you know. So basically, I mean, I've done both. I've had my hair really short, I've had my hair really long. There's pros and cons to both. One of the reasons why I cut my hair short is because I didn't have the time to devote to fixing it. You know, I just didn't. I didn't have time to blow dry it. I didn't have time to do all those things, to actually fix it, and I always ended up wearing it in a messy bun. So I wanted something that I could blow dry and fix really quick and have a style, you know, every day, and not, you know, just have to put it up. It also takes, you know, less dry time, less straightening time. Usually it's, cheaper for highlights and, chemical processes and stuff like that. It also uses less shampoo, less conditioner, and other hair products. So that's easier. The con is that you just don't have a lot of options as far as style. Um, you're pretty much stuck with what you got. My hair right now, because I have so many layers in it, I can't get it up without it looking stupid and looking like a big, porcupine sticking out the back of my head. And I can't, really, I can't get it half up without having to pin it 80 million places, and now that it's getting summer and it's so humid where I live, I miss being able to put it up in a ponytail, and not being able to just run out the door. And I have to fix it or it looks like crap, So I am going to grow it back out. My goal is to let it get to my elbows. And it would have been there, probably been past there by now if I hadn't have cut it a year ago, So, I mean, it's hair, it'll go back. But now now I have regrets. I miss it. I'm just thinking of how long it would be if I hadn't have cut it, So, but I mean, to each their own. And I think, certain people can pull off short hair, certain people look better with long hair, and then some people are lucky and they can do both, and you know, some people just are lucky like that. I mean, I personally, I don't like the way I look with really, really short hair. I mean, I think this length's okay, but I think it makes me look too much older, and I definitely like my long hair. I miss being able to braid it and, wear it half up and have all them different styles, pigtails and all that, and lots of curls. And so I'll be glad when it gets grown back out. But so yeah, that's basically it on the short hair versus long hair. So you got to do what makes you happy. I'm all for change. I went to beauty school and I get bored with the same thing, but usually I'm pretty good that if I change up my color or get highlights or whatever, that usually will, satisfy me to keep me from cutting it off. So, but, I hit a funk and decided to chop my hair off, so now I'm having to grow it back out. But I'm going to end this video because it's getting kind of long. I'm already at 17 minutes. So I hope all of you all have a great week. I hope you have a great couple of weeks. I'm going to be kind of MIA for the next couple of weeks, but I will do a video when we get back and let y'all know how our trip went, highlights of our trip, and just check in and let y'all know what's going on with me. So I will talk to you all soon.